All right, Trader Coach Carver here, and in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can improve your trading psychology. Right now, obviously, there are some things that we talked about before, like focusing on your physical fitness, your mental fitness, doing things that are genuinely making you happy, psychologically, stuff like that. That's going to be able to carry into trading. That's a given. Eating clean, healthy foods, whole foods, working out, doing, walks, exercises, whatever it is that you're capable of doing, listening to proper stuff, right? We truly are the thoughts between our two ears. What we are consuming and listening to are very important things that are coming into our training plan. So instead of, watching, whatever crazy shows and all this and stuff, like I'm going through and I'm actually watching things that are going to help me grow, things that are educating me. Instead of listening to all this, different music, I'm listening to, like personal affirmations, motivational music, or even just podcasts or things that are going to help me grow. These are all things that are helping my psychology, just really helping me build confidence as an individual. And then there's things that we can do within trading that can help our trading psychology, that can, just truly help us, just grow leaps and bounds, right? So some of the things that I would like to say and just kind of run through real quick that I actually think can help you out within your trading plan. One of them being that just limiting your risk. That's going to be a big thing. A lot of people like to over leverage. A lot of people, whether you're starting with a small account or even just doing a demo account, guys, being able to really understand that risk management and limiting your risk is going to be a huge thing, because you do have to train as you fight. You can't go out there, throwing 50 lots, 10 lots, a standard lot, and then go create a couple $100 account, because then what's going to happen is you're going to be limited to a micro lot, and then you're like, oh my goodness, like I'm not going to make any money this way. It's going to, take forever. What's going to take longer? Slowly compounding a small account or continuing to over leverage and losing the whole account. And then again, going back to it being that you're trading a small account, you probably can't afford to lose that, right? So some of the things to look at is it's going to take longer for you to get to that point of becoming a profitable trader if you're over leveraging. So what you need to really do is just limit your risk. The most I would ever say you should risk is 1 to 2%. 2% being fairly heavy. I'd say 1% fairly, somewhat conservative. But if you're going through and you're taking a trading challenge and you're looking to become a funded trader, or even just practicing to get to that point, I would say 1/4%, 0.5%, maybe 1%. But you don't want to go anything crazier than that, because if you start getting into the habit of risking in those larger percentages, you will never be able to have somebody just hand you money and say, hey, congratulations, you're a profitable trader. Let me hand you this money, get a live account. So you need to limit your risk. That is going to be a huge thing. The next tip I could give you is trade what you actually understand. You can't jump into the markets and be like, man, like this thing is all over the place. It's 1 second it's up, next second it's down. It's not making any sense. It's not a day for you to trade, right? That's going to be something that you really need to go in and have, a good understanding of, is like you're only going to trade what you understand. If you can't understand the markets, there's not a place for you to trade. You're gambling. And again, we don't gamble here. We trade, right? So make sure you're trading what you understand. And if you don't understand something, learn, continue to grow, continue to educate yourself and expand your trading knowledge so you can start to understand a little bit more. Maybe you don't understand it because you're not spending enough time in the charts. Maybe you don't understand it because you haven't back tested your strategy enough, right? So go through these different things and identify what it is that you're doing wrong so you can continue to grow. Another thing that's going to help you, just overall, just really grow within your trading psychology is going to be always using a stop loss. Let me say that again. Always use a stop loss, because then again, if you're risking 1 to 2%, that may be 1 to 2% of your account for a 10 to 15 pip stop loss. But if you're somebody like I used to be, where you're like, hey, I'm just going to open this trade, I'm going to leave it open, give it a little bit of room, and, just give it a little bit of room to breathe, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen. No trade is ever, certain, which is correct. But the thing is you always want to use that stop loss, because no matter what, the most you're going to lose is 1 or 2%. And it goes back to what I said in one of our previous videos. Guys, if you can't learn how to take a small loss, you will be forced to learn how to take a large one. So you need to be able to use that stop loss. Whether you get stopped out at that, that 1%, that 2% mark, whatever it is, have that stop loss in place, and just be able to, just start to have a little bit more confidence in your trading plan and your trading strategy, because these are going to be the things that really help you grow. Now, the next tip I'd like to give you guys is just really looking for opportunities within the market that have a higher risk to reward. I know there's sometimes we take a look at those, macro order blocks, and we find that micro time frame correlation, and we look at some of these trades, but we're going to pull a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3 out of it, versus where you see an opportunity where maybe you could pull a 1 to 5, a 1 to 7, a 1 to 10, a 1 to 15, a 1 to 20. Look for some of those larger opportunities. But another thing that's going to help your trading psychology with that is learning how to take profits along the way. I'll take profits at a 1 to 3. I'm also going to move my stop loss into profit or break even at that point, securing it and making sure that I'm at least making some money from that trade, because you can be in all the profit in the world, but it's not your money until you close that trade, until you withdraw it from that account, right? So you sit there and you're getting euphoric during your wins and you're getting depressed during your losses. It's not going to help you. So you got to limit your risk. You need to trade what you understand. You need to always, always, always use a stop loss. And then you need to be looking for those higher opportunity trades, those higher risk reward trades. And the next thing that I can say is just controlling your emotions throughout the trading time, right? We're talking about getting depressed, with our losses, or when we're in drawdown, and getting really excited and euphoric when you're on your wins. That's not going to help your trading journey. Right? You need to, it's okay to have those emotions. A lot of people say trade with no emotions, which I can kind of agree with, but you're going to have emotions. We're human beings, right? You're going to get upset when you lose money. You're going to get excited when you start to make it. But if you can limit those and start to understand it, that's going to help you a lot further within your trading journey. So guys, hopefully these tips help you out within your trading plan, your trading career. Let me know below what you think. And if you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out. See you in this next video.